What's up, party people? G5 Productions in the place to be. Superman first class in the mix. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to find the best deal on Gaff tape. And I'm excited about that because I always look forward to giving some input into the DJ community to help you guys thrive. Listen, my business is very successful and I do model a lot after bigger businesses or other DJ businesses where I aspire to be. And one thing all these successful businesses have in common is they utilize this thing called income sheet and expense sheet, and they try to balance the two to keep them profits up. So in order for them to do that, if their expenses are just as much as their income, they just break even. If their expenses are more than their income, then they lose. If their income is more than their expenses, then they make a profit. So I'm just here to show you the little ways, and I do this quite a bit, of how my business is thriving. In fact, I went from an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 12. I'm still utilizing the DDJ SX2 just to let you guys know where my mindset. Now, no knock to anybody who's upgraded, got the new stuff. Hey man, do you? That's what the technology's for. You know, innovation is innovation, and I'm a big fan, right? But if what I got works for me, I don't get caught in the hype, and that's what I do. So let's just go ahead and get into our video, right? So we're talking about Gaff tape today, and we shop at these stores. I know you guys know them and love them, and if you don't, well, here's an introduction. But Sweetwater is one of the sites that many of us go to for DJ gear or whatever, and they also sell Gaff tape, which makes sense. B&H is another one. Guitar Center is one, and of course, many of us go to Amazon looking for that magic deal, right? So to keep things consistent in this video, we're going to be talking about 2-inch gaff tape, of which many of us normally use as DJs. There are other sizes like 1-inch. There's 3 inches and other colors and different yards per roll and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you the simplest way to know which is the best deal of competitors you're looking at, right? So here on Sweetwater, and again, to be consistent, we're talking about 2-inch gaff tape here. Sweetwater has a roll 55 yards for $19.95, and so does B&H. So 55 yards, 2 inches of 55 yards, $19.95. Now Guitar Center, they're kind of on another planet because I'm trying to understand here, Guitar Center, if you're listening. Why is the 2-inch roll of gaff tape 50 yards, so 5 yards shorter, but almost $7 more? You guys seeing what I'm seeing right here on the website, and this is as current as today at the time of making this video. So I'm not sure what that thought process is. And also, the other consistent thing between Sweetwater, B&H, and Guitar Center is all of these are Pro Gaff. Look right here in the middle, Pro Gaff. Go to B&H, Pro Gaff. Go to Sweetwater, Pro Gaff. 2 inches. So these give you 55 yards, 55 yards, and what else? 50 yards at Guitar Center, right? Now, Amazon, they're going to be like, whoo, a conglomerate of just all kind of options, bundles, 6 rolls, multi-rolls, whatever, 20 rolls, 30 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards. You know, it's going to be like a lot of choices out there compared to the, traditional stores we as DJs shop at. And there are many others I didn't mention, but we're just going to keep it simple here. So here is, for example, for $39.99, you get 6 rolls, as it says here. And these come in 30 yards. Okay, see that? So it's all 2 inches, different lengths. And this brand is not Pro Gaff, by the way. You look in the middle, it's actually blank. But this is from a brand called Mean Plan. So there it is right there, right? That's the brand. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and break it down. So here we go. Boom, guys and gals. Here's what I did, right? We got 2-inch gaff tape across the board. Sweetwater, B&H, Guitar Center, and Amazon. Sweetwater gives you 1 roll. B&H and Guitar Center gives you 1 roll. Here are their prices as we saw from the website, and here's how long each roll is. And I just multiplied the number of rolls by the yards per roll, which gave me that right there. And Amazon, here they go. Mean plan gives you 6 rolls. So 6 rolls times 30 yards gives you a total of 180 yards. So that's why total yards is important. So here's how you break it down. If you guys are wondering the price per yard, it's all right here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow DJs. Who got the best deal right now? Amazon. And here's how I find that out. I took the price here, $19.95 from Sweetwater, divided by their 55 yards, and I came up with 36 cents per yard. Now, B&H is the same. Guitar Center, because they only give us 50 yards, that's $26.99 divided by 50 yards gave us 54 cents per yard. And Amazon, with their 6 rolls of 30 yards, I just took the $39.99, which is the total price for 180 yards. So I divided $39.99 divided by 180 came to 22 cents per yard. So Amazon in this case is the better deal, and that's the simplest way. And it doesn't matter if this was toothpaste or a can of corn. If you guys want to know, you take the price divided by the ounces, divided by the inches, the yards, the feet, and it will tell you how much per feet, inches, yards, in this case of gaff tape, does it cost. So if you are comparing amongst different places you're shopping, this is how you find out if you're getting the better deal. Doesn't matter if it's one roll, multi-rolls. All I can suggest with you is make sure you're at least consistent with the size. Like if this was 3 inches, I wouldn't know to compare how to compare that to 2 inches or a 1 inch roll. But if everything across the board here is 2 inches, doesn't matter how long it is on the roll or even how many rolls. When you do the math right, this is how you find out how much per yard that the tape actually cost you, so you can make an informed decision on getting the best deal. So in my case here, Amazon wins. So let's go ahead and show you guys what I have here on my table. Now here's a roll that is nearly depleted of Pro Gaff that I've been using. And like many of you, I would order it from these stores, Sweetwater, Guitar Center, or whatever, right? And this is Pro Gaff, and here is the new mean plan version that I have. So behind it is 5 in the bag, but it came 6 in the bag, so I took this one out. But let's compare some physical differences of these 2 rolls of gaff tape. Well, the first thing is here, if you look from the side, it's going to be mostly blacked out, right? And that's due to how dark the threads are in there or whatever, compared to this one. It's going to be kind of grayish, mostly white looking on the side. And here's what that looks like underneath. If I were to say stick that onto itself, look at the difference, right? That looks mostly white, and this one's darker and grayer. So where does that really matter, right? Well, for us as DJs, not so much. I think people who are in film, that might make a difference, especially when you rip that and tear it. And gaff tape leaves like strands, because this is like a fabric type of tape versus most other tapes out there. But if you're trying to black something out and leaving white strands, well, that could be an issue. So I think people in film may not want to use this as much. But as DJs, we are sticking this stuff to a floor. We want no trip hazards. We want nice presentation. So that's acceptable and works out okay. So I think this is irrelevant for me, but just want to let you know. And sticky wise, this has a pretty good stick. This one, I think, in my opinion, is a little bit more sticky. But either way, gaff tape in general is known for not leaving residue on stuff that you stick it to. It's easy to tear, use it, pull it up, and in generally is okay, right? So stage use, DJ use, whatever, gaff tape is the way to go. Guys and gals, do not use masking tape, all this other weird stuff. Definitely don't use Gorilla Tape, 100 miles an hour tape, and all this other crazy stuff people choose to use. Duct tape. Don't use that stuff in venues, man. That's just, how many times have you have tape? You try to tape down your extension cords, pick it up, tape sticks to itself. Now you got this glue and this fight to get this tape off of your cable, and you're ripping paint off the floor. Well, that's why we use gaff tape, so we can avoid all those kind of issues, right? So that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Now, last thing I want to leave you with is this. If you guys understand how marketing works, and that's why I made this video, because I want you to be informed on getting the best deal on gaff tape. Imagine this. You go to a store, and let's say a can of corn is regularly, on any given time, is 25 cents per can. And mostly it's stocked in the, you know, where they keep corn and other canned vegetables. You go there, you get 3 cans, you pay 75 cents, because each cans are, you know, 25 cents per can, right? But let's say come payday, they take all these cans, stack it in front of the store in a nice, beautiful pyramid, put a sign next to it, 3 for 99 cents. You know what a lot of people are going to do? Because it's one, there, how it's presented, and the appearance of getting a deal, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's a sale, get 3 cans, right? You may not normally even eat corn and see everybody else going for it, and you might go for it too. But either way, the marketing is doing its job, because otherwise, that same can of corn that's 25 cents any other time sits back there on the shelf. Nobody's paying attention to it unless they specifically go there to shop for corn as part of the list. So that's just marketing doing its job. Well, Amazon is no different. You're going to see on the likes of people like Amazon, like all over the place. So depending on where you go in any store, like we've looked at all these 3-4 stores, right? Well, they're doing their jobs right. They're doing their marketing. You know, these guys are showing you some weird way how to put gaff tape down. Not sure where they're going with that, but either way, right? You see that, you see the 6 rows, big letters, whatever, and you go for it. If you happen to went here first, or if you're in an emergency and you just nearby Guitar Center, suck it up and drive on. You need your tape, you get that and you go, and you just got caught. But if you have a little time to shop around, you can see by comparing, just based on price and similarities, that you could find some other differences. But if you find yourself into this, well, I don't know if I should go here and buy 6 rolls, and they're bigger than the 30-yard rolls that Amazon had, and it gets confusing for you. If you just simply want to figure out, no matter which way you're considering, pick a couple of options, do the simple math, and it'll break down for you if you're getting the best deal. Now, for me, I did put formulas in this spreadsheet. So let's say, for example, I wanted to know, well, although these are 55 yards per row, what if I buy 6 rolls from Sweetwater? So let's go there. If you guys want to go there, let's say for the sake of comparing to Amazon, I go to Sweetwater and say, I want to buy 6 rolls. Well, in this case, 6 rolls at 55 yards is going to equal 330 feet. So if I take the price, $19.95 here, and I divide it by 330 feet, well, guess what? That comes out to this. But here's the deal. Remember, at Sweetwater, each roll is $19.95. So watch this. Hey Siri, what is 19.95 times 6?
19.95 times 6 is 119.7.
So here's what we would have to do, ladies and gentlemen, to make that comparable. 119.7. So that would be the cost at Sweetwater if I were to buy 6 rolls, for example. And here's the new math. So 6 rolls here at their $19.95 each, a total cost here. 55 yards per roll, 330 total. It still would give me 36 cents. So either way, no matter how you do the math, you will eventually find the true cost of the gaff tape if you think about it for a little bit, right? So in this case, regardless, Amazon wins. Don't matter if the rolls were the same size, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It is what it is. So if I'm trying to put all these thought processes together in my head, you know, well, what about 6 rows compared to their 6 rows here, or their 3 rows here compared to their 3 rows here? But this one's 30 yards and this one's 50 yards. It can get really confusing really fast, right? And you don't know which way to go. So that's my simple way, if that's even simple for you guys, right? So there it is, party people. We did the work. We got through it. Thanks for watching this video. Again, if you guys thinking this is just about gaff tape, you totally missed it. This is not just about gaff tape. It's how to get a good deal on gaff tape. But the concept is you can apply this to anywhere if you're shopping for any consumables, right? So I'm talking things like fog. For you guys who have spark machines, you got that powder. Bubble machine people, you got that. So if you're buying stuff that you regularly use and deplete and have to replenish that, that's a way to find out how do you get the best deal for this different stuff. Now, keep in mind that not all products are created equal. I just want to put that out there on Front Street. But since we're talking about gaff tape in this video, I feel strongly that using pieces of gaff tape, around my home as a test subject on paint, on walls, baseboards, and places where duct tape will generally rip paint off of if you leave it there for a while. It's been doing okay so far. And again, we're DJs. We're sticking this stuff to the floor. People are not looking at the floor like that. Your goal there is to make a safe walk path if you got cables going across, but you want it to look nice and you want some reliable gaff tape. So I can vouch for this tape. I think it's good. Last thing I want to finish with is if you use the link, it's an affiliate link, which means I'm going to make a small percentage. Honestly, I don't even know what it is, if it's 3 cents, 2 cents, or whatever, but it really doesn't cost you no more to use my link. To you, it doesn't cost you no more. You're really helping out a fellow DJ, monetize, get a little money, share the video, other people buy through the link, I get money, right? So there it is. That's how we grow the industry stronger together. People like me and so many other great YouTubers out here sharing tips, tricks, and concepts like this with you guys to help us grow us, get better as an industry. And what do you guys do in return? You watch our videos, you smash that like button, you subscribe to the channel to help us grow. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. I'm Gerald with G5 Productions, and to learn more about what we do, visit www.g5productions.com. Let's party.